Hello everybody, we want to make this video showing you how to make this backpack. And this is one of the products that we are making, which will be part of the Helping Each Other product line. We will have patterns on this. We will have at least 3 different sizes. This will probably be the medium size, but it's pretty big. It is a pretty big bag. It doesn't look like it, but once it's on someone, it's pretty big. So this may be the medium. We even may just make it the large, but we want to make it at least 3 different sizes. Now, but before we get into the process of making this bag, there's something I want to show you that we have problems with, and I know other people have problems with. And that is when it comes to the top of the bag. If it's too thick, see how thick this is? So if we folded this and tried to sew it, our sewing machine just wouldn't do it. And now you would need something like a Cobra Class 5 or Cobra Class 6, something that size. I think the Cowboy have a sewing machine that will do that will be able to sew through something like this. So because this was so thick, and which I should have skived it before making this bag. Well, before I start putting it together, I should have skived the top. But because I did not skive the top, and I had already put the bag together, I had to just drop the lining in, and the top is not finished. There's nothing wrong with that, but I would rather have had the top finished to where it's turned over like this. But because it's so thick, I was afraid to use our console 206-5 to sew across here. So I decided to just drop in the lining. But also, it came to mind that we need something that when we do come to this type of situation, we can sew across that. Even though we have a skiving machine, but sometimes we forget to skive and we start putting it together and we run into this issue. Now, so what we did was that we went to our supplier where we buy our sewing machine, which is Sunny Sewing Machine, located here in Dallas. And I was telling him about the issue that we are having here, and we needed something that could sew across this particular situation here. And also, I just want to show you something. This is a pattern that Carly is making, and this pattern is going to be made out of, this is an airplane seat cover. So it have a lot of foam in it. And just to kind of show you what it looks like before we even cut it out. This is the seat cover of an airplane. And so we are making products out of this, but we needed something also for like the same situation. We needed something that we can sew over foam with no problem. This is another bag which is made out of airplane seat cover. This is a project that we are working on, and I'll give you more information about this later. But I just wanted to just show you what we're working on and why we needed something like a Cobra Class 4, but that's such a big machine and we don't need that all the time. So when I went to our supplier at Sunny Sewing Machine, he was telling me about a brand that they have started, which is called THOR, THRO. I think that's how it's spelled, or THOR, one of them. But anyway, I was telling the owner of Sunny Sewing Machine about the issue that we was having with being able to sew over this foam and being able to sew over this leather when it's this thick. And he showed me a brand that they just started. And let me show you, because this machine has such a wide range of what it could do. and the wide range of thread that you could use in it. So let me take you over to the sewing machine and show you what we have and how this works. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the console 206 RB-5. Now this has been our workhorse. I love this machine. We have had no issues with it. The only thing is that, like I say, we're now dealing with trying to sew foam. The foot here, this center foot will only go up so far. So even when I raise the foot, it would only go up so far. Even if I can get it under there, I can sew it, but it becomes unpredictable because this foot here is set to how far it can go up, and it can't go up further than we need it to, because that's just how it is. And also the same thing for the backpack is that we needed something that we could sew the thick leather, and we can just sew over it and didn't have to worry about skiving it, even though we have a skiving machine. But we just needed something that was predictable when we do sew it. Now, I'm going to show you the THOR, T-H-O-R, THOR, like the superhero. I'm going to show you the difference between that machine and the Console 206. Now, like I say, this is a great machine. So let me take you over and show you the THOR. Now, this is the THOR GC-1541S. Now, it's basically the same machine as the Juki 1541S. The difference is that this machine have 2 tensions, and it also have this dial up here. And what this is that this have a dial number from one to 6. Now, the advantage of this is this center foot right here. When it's at 1, it's down to its lowest point, and when it's at 6, it's at its highest point, which means that center foot, it stays up, but the bottom foot stays down, so it allows you to keep pressure, but it allows you to be able to sew over material that is much thicker, because the center foot is able to stay up. The console, it stays down. It doesn't raise up. The pressure stays the same to where it's no, that's not a way to explain that. I guess the best way to explain that is the center foot is up, so it allows you to put more material under it, and it's able to keep that same pressure because that center foot is up higher. The console would not allow me to sew this, but just to kind of give you an example. Now, like I say, I love the console, but now I'm going to raise the foot. First of all, it's at 1, and if you look at this, you will see this foot start to rise. It's going up higher, and it might be kind of hard to see from the camera angle, but it just went up higher. It was down here and it went up to here. So what that would do, that would allow me to where I could sew this. And when I say sew it, I can sew it with ease. And this is why we needed this machine. Now, let's kind of show you. This is what we just sold through. And you're looking at 4 pieces of foam. Like I say, the console, it could do it, but it's unpredictable. This machine here, you will not have any problem. And the other advantage with this machine is that this machine accepts from size 40 to size 270 thread. So that's pretty good, because with the console, we can't get a consistent stitch with a size 69 thread. We have to go with a size 138 or 135, I think, 135 up to 207. If we want to use a thinner thread, we would have to get on our Glaco, which sometimes what we're sewing is, it may be too heavy for the Glaco, but the console was sewed, but the stitching is just not consistent. This machine gives you a consistent stitch from a size 40 up to a 270. A 270 is something that a Cobra class 4 or class 3 sewing machine will take, and that's a pretty thick thread. So that's why we went ahead and purchased this machine, because of the project that we're getting ready to do with the seat covers. Like I said, we'll tell you more about that coming up in the next month. But I'm going to go ahead and release this video just so you can see this machine, because we've been getting, you know, quite a few requests about sewing machines, and we've always recommended people get the Console 206. But if you can, this machine here will do what the Console 206 would do, and what the Cobra class 4 would do. So it's sort of like having these 2 machines in one. Well, really like 3, because it will do from the Console 205, the Console 206, and the Cobra class 4. It sort of does what all 3 of these machines would do in one. And one of our viewers had asked me about this machine maybe a couple of months ago, and I told her, go ahead and go with the console, because I wasn't aware of this machine. And now that I am, because we needed something to be able to sew this foam, and without have to have a huge Cobra machine to do it, we was recommended this machine. We love it. And so anyway, we're going to go ahead and release this video. And we would also be releasing the video for the backpack within the next couple of weeks. Again, thank you so much for supporting Dallas Design and Dreams, and for watching our videos. And this is a nice machine. I mean, the console is a good machine also. I'm not taking anything away from it. But this machine here takes it to a whole nother level. And we will put the information of where you can find this machine in the link below. And we just want to thank you for supporting of what we do.